up, everyone? My name is Morsi, and on this channel, I encourage others to live with effortless ease. And today, I would like to share with you all why we don't keep friends on our spiritual awakening journey. And for many of us, this is an important topic. This is a topic that we all go through, because in my experience, it's necessary for me so that I can grow. It's necessary because oftentimes we begin to expand, our awareness begins to expand at a certain momentum. And often the people that we're with, it's not at the same rate, it's not in the same way. And continuing on and holding on to friendships, they only keep us so tight and in a box where we're limited in our growth, where we have to go. We don't keep friends. It has nothing to do with the other person. It has nothing to do with you. No one is right, no one's wrong, no one's good, no one's bad. You are growing and transforming at a different rate, and you must move on. Often, you can think about this as like a newborn baby. Newborn babies grow quite quickly, and they don't stay in the same size clothes that they were wearing a week ago, 2 weeks ago. Babies are growing, and you don't want to keep that baby in the same clothes that the baby was wearing 2 weeks ago. If they're growing this quickly, you gotta give them space. And many times we need space. We've gotta grow. A couple days ago, one of my friends told me that, she's like, Morsi, I noticed that you don't keep friends as much as you did from before when you were awakening. This person I've known since before my own spiritual awakening process, and this person really helped me to recognize that. And it was helpful for me because sometimes I felt this feeling of guilt for not holding friendships, because for me, friendships mean a lot. And I was noticing that, I was on my own a lot, but I really enjoyed my alone time. And sometimes I felt a sense of guilt within me, and this realization helped me put pieces together. And I was like, wow. I sat back and I was like, I noticed that I tend to grow out of ideas. I grow out of thoughts and beliefs. This is what we all do. If you're going along your spiritual awakening process and you feel like you have no friends, like you don't fit in, like you don't keep friends, this is because your mind is expanding, you are recognizing your purpose, and you understand that you are not here to fit in with the mainstream. You are not here to agree with everyone. That's just what happens when we awaken. People look at you weird. People judge me. The friends I used to have, they're like, what happened to Morsi? I heard this from someone told me that. I would know otherwise. But people, they think things. But I can't be my best self when I focus on that. You learn to embrace who you are when you're alone, when you're looking within. During your alone time, you recognize that everything is within you, and this world, it's almost like nothing. It adds on. It's just adding. It doesn't really help you recognize who you already are. That's only within. You sit within, you recognize that you can feel, you're more sensitive to feeling and knowing. You do things, you say things that you weren't saying before. You make decisions and you have thoughts that maybe in the world didn't tell you to do it. There's no blueprint for it, but you just do it because the feeling is just there. You're guided by a rhythm. You're guided by a flow. There's a sense of of presence within you. Stillness, silence, spaciousness. Sit in stillness. Be still. Sit in silence and recognize the space within you. You are consciousness. I am consciousness. We're consciousness. And when you recognize those things, your mind flows. But it's difficult to recognize this when you are always around someone, when you're always around people, when you're so concerned, you want people to like you, you want to be friends with people. You're not going to get to this realization that is always here in the present moment. It's here whenever you want it to be. You don't have to wait. It doesn't have to be tomorrow. It doesn't have to be next week. It doesn't have to be a year from now. It could be right now. It's here. It's a matter of being still enough to realize it. Working on yourself, going within. That's why we don't keep friends. And that's okay. I like to envision myself flowing through the world. Because each and every day, my intention is to live with effortless ease. And that means that I envision myself surrendering to the present moment. Because I understand that in many points in my life, I don't have any control. The only real control is within me. And as long as I have that, nothing outside can affect how I feel within. So I envision myself flowing with ease, accepting and surrendering. And so when I bump into people, many times I will envision myself learning and growing and finding out how it is I can transform from that occurrence, from seeing them, from knowing them, from being around them, right? I'm always awake, alert, and aware to life. There's always a lesson in life, basically. There's a lesson in everything. So I envision myself, doing those things, and it helps me to let go. It helps me to see the bigger picture. It allows me to be more forgiving, more loving, more accepting. This all just comes from going within. That's it. There's an ease. I always say life is simple when we let it. And it is. It's simple when we let it. When we let it is understanding that life can be challenging. When you accept that life is challenging, it becomes easier. It becomes more benign because you're just like, yeah, life is challenging. Let's confront this challenge. Let's see how I can grow. Let's see how I can surrender to this moment. So the message that I need flows through me. So I allow myself to feel. I allow myself to just be. So just remember, we don't keep friends. It's a part of the awakening process. The more you grow, the less friends you keep, and that's fine. The real gift is awakening. There's nothing more precious to me than the realization that I am consciousness. You are consciousness. We are consciousness. When you recognize that you are consciousness, you have nothing to fear, no matter what happens in this world. Sit back and think about how this world, it reinforces always being with someone. Think about how when you look around, there's always a rom-com in advertisements everywhere. They're always advertising being in some sort of romantic relationship, having a lot of friends. It's never really reinforced to be alone with yourself. To my awakened ones, you know where we are, and you know who you are, and you know that this society was built so that we do not remember who we are. There's symbols everywhere. There's signs, sounds, frequencies, whatever it might be. And it's important that you understand that your greatest protection is your awareness. And so when you can recognize these things, you understand why we don't keep friends for long. You understand the importance of being alone and finding empowerment within you and not with and outside of the world. Recognizing that this world is nothing and within you is everything. And when you can feel that everything within you, it radiates throughout the world. Continue to question things, continue to be curious, continue to step out of your comfort zone and recognize when people are holding you back, when people are blocking you. You can't fly when you have people around doubting you, questioning you, trying to make you be like everyone else. My name is Marcy. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to like down below and comment down below. Let me know what you think. Until next time, peace.